everybody out there in Storyland. How are we today? Oh, it was a bright, beautiful day, and I heard the birds singing, and it just made me feel fresh and happy. Let's see who's out in Storyland today. Magic Wand, who do we see today? Oh, there's Phyllis and Phoebe and Arya and Sage. Oh, and there's Alex and Zachary over there. Oh, there's Dennis and David and Eugene and Priscilla and Mark and Maggie and Sue. How are you all today? Well, today we're going to talk about numbers. Does anybody know where numbers end? Like, do numbers end at 100? You can only have 100 of anything? Or do numbers keep going on and on and on? Like infinity. They go on and on and on. Yes, numbers go on and on and on. Well, today we're going to talk about even numbers. If You Were an Even Number by Marcy Aboff, illustrated by Sarah Dillard. This is a cute little story. If you were an even number, you could make a romantic meal for two with 4 candles, 8 pieces of pizza, 12 roses, and 24 pieces of chocolate. And there they are with their pizza, and there's their chocolate, pizza, their roses, and their candles. If you were an even number, you would be divisible by 1. You would never have a remainder. A group of 8 animals wanted to board the roller coaster. The ride had 4 cars. The 2 mice took the first car. The 2 birds took the second car. The 2 bears took the third car. And the 2 cats took the 4th car. The 8 animals were evenly divided into 4 cars. Both 8 and 4 are even numbers. No one was left out. There was no remainder. When you have a remainder, that means there's always something left. So 2, 4, 6, 8 animals and 1, 2, 3, 4 cars. If you were an even number, your last digit would be 0, 2, 4, 6, or 8. The leaping lizard played with 10 jacks. The last number is a 0, so that's an even number. The funny frogs played with 26 marbles. The puzzled penguins played with a deck of 52 cards. So there were a 0 and a 2 from the 52 and the 6 from the 26 marbles. If you were an even number, you would be between 2 odd numbers. You would be every other counting number on a number line, starting with 1. Mrs. Rabbit asked the class to match the pictures on the board to the even numbers on the number line. So, even numbers between 2 odds. So 2 is even, it's between the odd number of 1 and 3. 4 is even, it's between 3 and 5. 6 is even, it's between 5 and 7. 8 is even, it's between 7 and 9. 9 and 10 is even. Here we have ladybugs. We can count by 2s if you can count by 2s. 2, 4, 6. If you can't count by 2s, we get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And here's our ants. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 6 ladybugs, 8 ants. How about our dogs? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 dogs and 2 bunnies. 2 bunnies. 2, 4, 6, 8. Those are even numbers. If you were an even number, you could add another even number to yourself. You would always get another even number. 2 evens make an even. The dog chased 2 balls, then he chased 4 more balls. The dizzy dog chased 6 balls. 2 plus 1, 2, 3, 4 equals 6. 2, 4, 6. Those are even numbers. The The cat climbed 8 branches, then he climbed 10 more branches. The crazy cat climbed 18 branches. 8 plus 10 equals 18. So 0 is an even number and 8 is an even number. If you were an even number, you could be an instrument and make beautiful music. Marvin tapped 2 drumsticks. Mary plucked 6 strings on the guitar. Mitt played 88 keys on a piano. Melanie sang 8 sassy songs. The 4 monkeys rocked the house. So they're all playing their instruments. And they're all even keys, even drums. The drumsticks were even, and the strings and guitar were even. And 4 monkeys, 0, 2, 4, 6, 8. Those are even. Oh, look at this. If you were an even number, you could cheer at a football game. Say it loud. Let's count it. 2, 4, 6, 8. Let's hear that again. Who do we appreciate? Even numbers, yay, even numbers. If you were an even number, you would stand on 2 feet, 4 feet, or 8 feet. You wouldn't stand on 1 foot because that's odd. The penguin has 2, bear has 4, spider has 8, and the flamingo, she stands on 1 foot, but guess what? She has 2. The 8-footed spider helped the 2-footed penguin, and the 4-footed polar bear packed to go visit their friend, the flamingo. Looks like he's packing shorts. Looks like it must be either spring or summer for him. If you were an even number, you could go to a twins picnic. 2 by 2, all of the animals came to the twins' picnic. 2 pigs cooked 12 hot dogs, 10 hamburgers, and 22 ears of corn. Looks like our giraffe are looking at the hamburgers, and our monkeys with the corn, and our pigs are cooking the hot dogs. See how many animals? Let's count that together. 2, 4, 6. You would be too cool for words if you were an even number. So these are some of the activities you can do. You can go around the house collecting pennies, and then you can count them all and see if you have an even number. Remember, even numbers end with 0, 2, 4, 6, 8. You can count the pennies by 2s if you have an even number. Or if you don't have an even number, you can see how many you can count. And if there are any pennies left over, then you know that is an odd number. If I had 13 pennies and I counted 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, oh, I'd have 1 left over. So I know 13 is an odd number. You put all the pennies in a cup, and then when you turn them over, you can count all the heads. And if you have, and maybe the heads are even number, or you can count all the tails to see if you have an even number there. And see if you can stack the pennies without them falling over. And if they fell over, how many did you stack before they fell over? Did you have an even number, or did you have an odd number? You can count the windows in your house and the doors in your house. And if you have a tile floor in your kitchen, you can count the tile floor in your kitchen, the squares. Or even if you have wood, you can count each plank of wood in your house. There's lots of things you can count. You can count your shoes. Do you have an even number of shoes? Probably so, unless you lost one. You can count the crayons in your crayon box. There's so many things that you can count. So when you go to the store, or when you go to the doctor's office, you can always be counting things as you're sitting there waiting. Now let's figure out some numbers if they're even. Okay. Now remember, we're always going to look at this number. So 134 is for even or odd. Oh, yes, you're right. It's even. Even though 1 and 3 were odd, the 4, you just look at that one, it's even. Okay, let's look at this one. $24,680. They're all even numbers, but we look at this one, and it is even also. Let's change that. Let's put 24,689. We're going to look at this one. 2 is even, 4 is even, 6 is even, 8 is even, but this one that we looked at is odd. So it's an odd number. And let's do this one. 138. This is odd, but that is even. So that's an even number. Well, I hope you learned today what even numbers are, and I hope you can keep your counting as you go through the week. You can just count anything you want in the house, out in the yard. So you have a great day, and it was nice seeing you. Bye. See you tomorrow.